pertama nara gitu sih. It's a traditional dance from Indonesia.
Oke.
Gak apa-apa kan?
Nanti dibilang aja biar mereka tahu.
Oh, karena katanya
Oh,
ini tradisional itu kan?
Iya.
Masuk ya. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming in here. Distinguished guests, respected scholars, researchers, industry leaders, clinicians, students, and friends from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening ceremony of the International Conference on Intelligent Engineering and Next Generation Healthcare System 2026. It's my great honor and pleasure to serve as your host for these exciting international gatherings. I'm Septiane Kadibuananta, and I'm very glad to meet all of you here in the conference. On behalf of organizing committee, I would like to extend our warmest welcome and sincere gratitude to all participants joining us from different countries and regions. Your presence reflects a shared commitment to advancing healthcare through innovation, interdisciplinary collaboration, and technological excellence. We have a special performance from Stamanara BINUS student dance community. It's a traditional dance from Indonesia. Please enjoy and give big applause. Thank you. Thank you from Stamanara. Big applause again from Stamanara. After this, the first opening speech from Honorary Conference Chair, International Conference on Intelligent Engineering and Next Generation Healthcare System 2026, Prof. Lakshmi Sijen, to give his opening remarks at this event. Please giving applause as we welcome Prof. Jain.
Morning, distinguished guests, respected colleagues, esteemed speakers, and dear participants. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome you all to the International Conference on Intelligent Engineering and Next Generation Healthcare Systems. We gather here at a time when the convergence of intelligent engineering and healthcare innovation is reshaping the very foundation of how we design, deliver, and experience care. Advances in AI, data-driven systems, biomedical engineering, and digital health technologies are no longer futuristic concepts. They are active forces transforming global healthcare ecosystems. This conference provides a vital platform for researchers, practitioners, industry leaders, and policymakers to exchange ideas, share cutting-edge research, and explore collaborative pathways. Our goal is not only to discuss technological advances, but also to address the broader implications, ethical, societal, and practical, of integrating intelligent systems into healthcare. The true value of the conference lies not only in the knowledge shared, but also in the connections formed and ideas sparked. I extend my sincere gratitude to the organizing committee, sponsors, and all contributors whose dedication has made this event possible. My special thanks to Professor Wu, Professor Shi, Professor Ford, and BINUS University for the opportunity to serve you. I also thank you all for being here and for your commitment in advancing intelligent engineering and next generation healthcare systems. With this, I welcome you again and wish you all a productive, engaging, and inspiring experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. Jain, for your speech. And then after this, you would like to express our gratitude, Professor Billy from Zhejiang Sci-Tech University, the sponsor of International Conference on Intelligent Engineering and Next Generation Healthcare System 2026, for its generous support and commitment to advancing research, innovation, and international academic collaboration. The success of this conference would not have been possible without the valuable support and leadership of Zhejiang Sci-Tech University. It's now my great honor to invite Professor Billy to deliver the opening address and share her vision for innovation, education, and global cooperation. Prof. Billy engaged in research on art history, tracing the origins of cultural heritage and exploring traditional culture within the context of interdisciplinary studies. She currently serves as the Vice Dean of the School of Art and Design at Chiang Saitec University and Director of Institute of Art Theory. Please join me in warmly welcome Professor Billy. Big applause for Prof. Billy.
Testing. Okay. Distinguished guests, respected scholars, dear colleagues and friends, good morning. It's my great honor and pleasure to deliver the opening address for the International Conference on Intelligent Engineering and Next-Gen Healthcare Systems 2026. On behalf of Zhejiang Scientific University, I would like to extend our warmest welcome to all participants joining us from around the world. This conference 2026 provides an important global platform for researchers, engineers, clinicians, educators, and industry leaders to exchange ideas and explore future directions in intelligent engineering and healthcare innovation. Today, we are witnessing rapid progress in artificial intelligence, intelligent medical devices, real-time analytics, and cyber-physical systems. These advances are not only reshaping healthcare technologies, but also redefining the relationship between technology, human life, and society. This year's conference, we received more than 3,000 submissions, which fully demonstrates the vitality and the global attention of this field. Each submission has gone through a rigorous pre-review process, and the accepted papers represent meaningful contributions to intelligent healthcare systems, biomedical engineering, computer science, and related interdisciplinary areas. I would like to sincerely congratulate our authors whose work has been selected for presentation at this conference. As a scholar engaged in art history, cultural heritage, and interdisciplinary studies, I deeply believe that innovation is never limited to one single discipline. The future of healthcare requires not only advanced algorithms and intelligent systems, but also human-centered thinking, ethical awareness, cultural sensitivity, and creative design. In this sense, the dialogue between engineering, medicine, design, humanities, and social sciences is essential for building healthcare systems that are not only intelligent, but also inclusive, compassionate, and sustainable. Zhejiang Scientific University has long been committed to promoting academic innovation, interdisciplinary research, and international cooperation. We are proud to support this conference 2026 and to work together with IEEE Computer Society Indonesia chapter and all partners to advance global academic exchange. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the organizing committee, program committee, reviewers, keynote speakers, session chairs, authors, and all participants. Your dedication, expertise, and support have made this conference possible. Finally, I hope that this conference 2026 will inspire new ideas, foster meaningful collaborations, and contribute to the development of next-generation healthcare systems for the benefit of humanity. I wish the conference a great success. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for Prof. Billy. And the next opening speech from Professor Dr. Sani Muhammad Isa, SSI MCom, as the Director of BINUS Graduate Program. Please join me in giving a warm applause as we welcome Prof. Sani.
Our distinguished guests, esteemed keynote speakers, research clinical and engineering professionals, brilliant researchers, and delegates from all corners of the globe, good morning, selamat pagi, and ni hao. On behalf of entire organizing committee, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the International Conference on Intelligent Engineering and Next-Gen Healthcare System, or IENHS 2026. Today, as we gather from June 26 to June 30 to 2026, we mark the beginning of a remarkable 5-day journey dedicated to the fusion of engineering brilliance and healthcare transformation. Whether you have traveled across the oceans to join us here as a person, or you connecting with us virtually across the different time zones, we are incredibly honored to your presence. This conference represents a beautifully orchestrated cross-border academic alliance. IENHS 2026 co-organized by two prestigious institutions, that is Bina Nusantara University and also Zhejiang Sci-Tech University of China. To our colleagues and friends from Zhejiang Sci-Tech University, we extend our warmest hospitality. This partnership unites China world-class engineering, manufacturing, intelligence, and research depth with Indonesia vibrant digital ecosystem, entrepreneurial spirit, and dedication to societal growth. Together, we have built a truly global community under one roof. As we look around this room and also our virtual portal, we see a unique gathering of minds. We are not just welcoming computer scientists and engineers, we are also welcoming clinicians, medical practitioners, biologists, and also healthcare policy makers. The theme of this conference strikes at the very heart of the human progress, that is intelligent engineering and next-gen healthcare are no longer separate domains. Today, they are deeply intertwined. Over the next 5 days, you will witness how algorithms, smart sensors, soft robotics, and advanced data analytics are stepping out the laboratories and into the hospitals to save lives, improve the patient care, and make healthcare more accessible to all. You are welcome here not just to witness this future, but also actively shape it. A welcoming remark would not be incomplete without thanking to incredible hands that built this platform. We extend our deepest gratitude to the leadership of teams of BINUS University and also to Zhejiang Sci-Tech University for their shared global vision. A big thank to you, to the technical program committees, to the reviewers, to the volunteers from both nations who work hand in hand to ensure seamless world-class experience for everyone. And most welcome to our authors, our presenters. Thank you for trusting IENHS 2026 as the canvas to showcase your intellect, your long honors of research, and your breakthrough. Over the next 5 days, I encourage you to immerse yourself to fully in everything this conference has to offer. Beyond the technical session and keynote addresses, I invite you to enjoy the rich cultural exchange, engage in deep conversations during the coffee breaks, network across disciplines, and turn brief introductions into lifelong research collaborations. To our international guests visiting Indonesia, we welcome you to experience the warmth, the culture and hospitality that our country is so famously known for. Come together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, working together is a success. Thank you for bringing your expertise, your passion, your vision to IENHS 2026. We are absolutely thrilled to have you here. Thank you for bringing thank you very much. Terima kasih. Xie. Welcome to IENHS 2026.
Thank you, Prof. Sani. And the last opening speech from Professor Fort Lumbal Gaul is a full professor in Informatic Engineering and Information System at Bina Nusantara University, and currently serves as the chair of the doctoral program in computer science. He is the chairman of the IEEE Computer Society Indonesia chapter and vice chair of the IEEE Indonesia section for international and professional activities. Please join me in giving a warm applause as we welcome Prof. Fort.
Very good morning, selamat pagi. Welcome to Jakarta, especially for the delegation of Changsha Sci-Tech University from China. I would like to welcome especially Professor Billy, and then Professor Wu, Dr. Fukian from New York. Everything okay? Because you have a jet lag, I believe. It's 13 hours difference. And indeed, one of the best friend, Professor Nilanjan Day. Thank you so much for coming. Before me and Professor Fukian, we met each other in Australia, in Melbourne. So welcome to Jakarta again. And of course, Professor Haryono, thank you so much. And Professor Spitz, Dr. Yuliani, and all of the committee that provide a very extra effort to make sure this INH 2026 happens. I would like to deliver my welcoming and kind of opening speech as a behalf of Doctor of Computer Science as well as IEEE Computer Society Indonesia chapters. The ITNH is under technical co-sponsored by IEEE Computer Society Indonesia chapters and of course the IEEE Indonesia sections. So this will be a wonderful to know the update from Dr. Fukian. That's quite large, very big, almost 3,000 probably submission. There's one of the record for the submission papers that we had so far in IEEE Computer Society Indonesia chapters. And of course, I would like to update to you as well with papers that will be presented for these couple days that will be look at again, especially after the post kind of a conference, and they have the update that will be going to the IEEE export submission or inclusion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to update to you about the computer science doctoral programs in the BINUS University. We have a total number of students is 208, and alumni 132 alumni. We are one of the biggest doctoral computer science in Indonesia in the term of number of students and alumni. And we are very progressive. It means not only Indonesian students that we have, also from others country. One of our students from China. There's under Dr. Yuliani supervisors. I don't know, Dr. Yuliani quite speak good in China, so probably advising with China? No? Oh, Klee, okay, I don't know, she understand China. So there's one of our PhD student from China. So we have also another PhD student from Pakistan, from United States, and others from another country. So we have quite international. So we are very welcome if students from China, especially Professor Billy mentions the possibility collaborate, right? This will be wonderful as well. We send it to the Zhanjiang Sci-Tech University, and then the student from Zhanjiang Sci-Tech come in here. Will be much, much better. 6 or 1 year, this will be fantastic. BINUS has a dormitory, quite big. There are 4 apartments. That will be very, very suitable for international students. If you have a time, probably you can come in here and then look it over there, and then you can share the students. Jakarta actually is a very, I can say, if you very, very welcome to all of the foreigners abroad students to come, because in the term of what we call it, in the term of safety, everything okay, in the term of entertainment or food or price, this will be wonderful, very, very affordable to all of the foreigners to come in here and enjoy this call. And of course, BINUS, we have an international program as well in here. This will be another campus. This in Senayan campus. This in the city campus. We have about probably more than 500 foreign students over there in the international student in Senayan. So this will be wonderful to welcome all of the students from SciTech University to come in here and take a study here. Kind of sandwich program. I discussed to Professor Billy the possibility for the sandwich. It means student PhD go to the China around 6 to 1 year to make a research, publish a paper, or doing kind of collaboration research. This will be wonderful as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the conference today, this will be opening and a keynote, and after that we'll be opening. We hit a gong. There's Indonesian traditional kind of opening, and after that we have and then after that we have lunch, and after that on-site parallel session, and in the evening we will have, we call kind of the BINUS courtesy evening. I call it as a BINUS courtesy evening to entertain all of our guests here. This will be, I don't want to say because they're secret, because Dr. Yuliani told me please do not mention it, do not reveal it, because the participant will know it. So this will be in the evening. The room will be in here, the location will be here, and then you can enjoy it over there. And all the meals we already discussed with Professor Wu and Professor Fukian in here. If you have a vegetarian, that will be no problem, because we also provide the vegetarian. Is that correct, Dr. Yuliani? Okay, because Dr. Yuliani is a vegetarian, so she knows about that. And of course, others non-vegetarian will be wonderful as well. Hope you enjoy for the conference in INHS in the 2026 in the BINUS campus. And if any kind of inconvenience, please let me know. Yeah. For instance, if you want to know about location, for instance, like Professor Nilanjan, they want to know about our campus. This will be wonderful. We can provide you the tour today after lunch, if you okay. Yeah. Because we have 3 campuses actually. One here, the other one is Shahdan. Shahdan, you can move over there by walk about 5 minutes, and here and here. So because this week is the end of semester, so there's not many students. If this is the active semester, they will be crowded and traffic jam, because you are very good. Choose the date. Yeah? The end of the semester, it means no traffic jam. But for the PhD student, we apologize because this is the end of the semester. We have a last class session, so they cannot come in here because they have classes over there in the 821, 823, 825 rooms over there. Okay, thank you so much again for all of the participants, Professor Wu, Dr. Fukian, Professor Billy, and Professor Nilanjan Day, and all of the participants, the PhD and master student. And hope you enjoy for this INH in BINUS campus. Thank you so much. I will give back to the MC. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Ford. Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few minutes, we will witness the striking of the gong, an ancient symbol of harmony and unity, signifying the commencement of something new and remarkable. To do the honor of striking the gong, please allow me to call our distinguished delegates. The first, Prof. Shun Wu from Zhejiang SciTech University, China, as conference chair of IENHS 2026. And the second, Prof. Sani Muhammad Isa as the director of BINUS graduate program. And the last, Prof. Ford Lumban Gaul as IEEE Computer Society Indonesia chapter chairman, to join us on stage to start the opening ceremonial by using gong. wait a minute. Will be prepared first.
Thank you so much. Thank you. After you. No, I'm just okay because there's only two of them. Okay, thank you. Oh, take a photo. Oh yeah. Sini, di sini. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, ini. Okay.
Thank you. All of the ceremonial is finished. And then at this time, we would like to invite our distinguished guest, Professor Dr. Chun Woo as conference chair, Professor Billy as a chief guest, Mr. Bowen Chang as a chief guest, Mr. Yu Chiang Yu as a chief guest, Professor Dr. Fort Lumban Gao as conference chair, and Professor Dr. Sani as a chief guest. Please come in the stage. Will be give the token of appreciation by Prof. Fujian. Okay, please. Prof. Fujian will give the token of appreciation. Okay, big applause for the token of appreciation. And the next, Prof. Fujian will give the token of appreciation to Professor Dr. Muhammad Sani Isa. Please give the applause for the token of appreciation. And the next, Professor Fujian will give the token of appreciation to Prof. Billy. Big applause to have a token of appreciation. And the last, Prof. Fujian will give token of appreciation to Professor Fort Lumban Gaul. give applause to have a token of appreciation. Okay? Thank you. One more again, please give the big applause for the token of appreciation. And the next, Prof. Billy from Zhejiang Sci-Tech University to present a token of appreciation to BINUS University as symbol of our collaboration. Prof. Billy will give the token of appreciation to Prof. Ford Lumbangaul as IEEE Computer Society Indonesia Chapter Chairman. Big applause of this token of appreciation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
And the next, Prof. Fujian Okay, finish. Thank you all of the token of appreciation. After this, we will have a coffee break. Before it, a coffee break, and the next presentation from keynote speaker. But before that, we will have a coffee break at 10 minutes. For all the on-site participants, enjoy for the coffee break. Thank you. Okay, I'm so sorry. Before the keynote speaker and before the coffee break, please take a group picture. All of the participants, all of distinguished guests, all of the okay, please in center. All of the participants, please come in here. All of the participants, distinguished guests, take a group picture first. Please stay center in here. I will give you instruction. Maybe please come in the right side. Okay. Okay, finish. It's good position. Thank you, all participants. Enjoy the coffee break. Hello everyone. We are starting for the keynote speaker. And the first keynote speaker is the Prof. Nilanjande from Techno International Newton, Indonesia. The title is the When Intelligence Refused to Be One. Please come to the stage and I will be as the moderator again. Thank you.
Very good morning to all of you, all the dignitaries. Thanks for inviting me in this conference. Professor Hu, my friend Fukian, another friend, Professor Ford. So thanks everybody for inviting me. So I will talk about a topic which is called singularity or plurality, the future of minds. So what's the future of, maybe we are trying to predict in 2045, how the world will look like and what will be the scenario of AI. So people are all talking about this buzzword called singularity, but what it actually means. Now, talking about singularity, it's not a new thing. In mathematics, it's an old terminology. In 19th century, first time the term singularity coined. So what is the meaning of singularity? If you divide any number by 0, then it is getting undefined. So that undefined state is called the singularity. And there are many cases in mathematics, especially the calculus or the geometry, where you will see if the mathematical equation getting blown up. So there is no meaning, it is getting struck. So that is called the singularity in mathematics. Now if you go a little bit later in physics, in 20th century, early 20th century, that time, once in a starting of the Big Bang or in the black hole also, the physics equation getting, the phenomena getting break, means somehow those laws getting struck. So that is called the singularity in physics or in cosmic science. So mathematics, physics or cosmic science, this term singularity is not at all new. But what about computer science? If you talk about computer science, mid 20th century, so that's the year is very important, 1950. So before the AI term coined, because AI term first time coined in 1956 by John McAfee and their group. So in 1950, before AI actually comes into the word is convention, word actually coined, first time von Neumann first said an interesting line. He said, there will be some hypothetical point when machine intelligence will surpass human intelligence. So that is very interesting, because in 1950, only 50, not in 56, somebody is saying that machine intelligence will surpass human intelligence someday. So that time it seems like it's not possible. It's a kind of imagination. But it is not actually imagination. Later actually we found that thing. So after that, in 1965, Professor Good, I.J. Good, he wrote an interesting line, and he coined a very nice term that is called the intelligent explosion. What is intelligence explosion? In 1965, he first time said that someday will come when machine will create more smarter machine. One machine will create more smarter machine. And what is the year? The year is 1965. So von Neumann first time predicted human intelligence will be surpassed by machine intelligence, and Good first time reported that there will be some day where machine will create more smarter machine in 1965. And what exactly happened after that? Just few months back, Claude claimed that 90% of Claude code, even 100% they are claiming, are generated by Claude itself. So going back to the history, in 1965, Professor Good, what predicted that machine will create more smarter machine someday, which is basically so-called AGI, and now we are into that era where the Claude is creating its own code. So we are already entered into the era of AGI. So the prediction is correct. Now talking about little bit, there is another article which actually shows that human level intelligence is almost in a stake and machine intelligence is getting surpassed. So this particular report which says all these history of Neumann, starting from Neumann to the Good, are actually correct, though it is actually given by 1950, 1960, that time. Now if you move forward, 1993, very interesting year, where Professor Vinci, a Spanish guy from San Diego University, he first time wrote a Spanish article. And the first two lines of the abstract is very important. The first two lines says, exactly after 30 years, the human intelligence will be somehow getting halted, struck and stopped. Which year? 1993. Think about exactly 30 years, 2023, when LLM first time introduced. That means exactly 30 years, LLM comes into the picture. So this was a prediction by Vinci in 1993, which is also a reality where super intelligence actually is in a picture and the human intelligence is somehow in getting struck, stake. Anyway, so there is another fellow whose name is Kurzweil. It's a very interesting book which comes in 2005. Kurzweil wrote this book, The Singularity is Near. And he said there will be some day in future which is very close, maybe 2045. He predicted in 45, only after 20 years from now, when human intelligence and machine intelligence will fuse, merge. And that is not too far, it's only 20 years. And what Kurzweil has shown, the very interesting, it's not what, okay. He's shown a very nice example. He's shown, suppose there is a pond, and the pond is getting, there is a lotus pad, and the pad is getting every day doubled. So 29th day, it is actually half filled. 30th day, full filled. That means only one day, and everything will getting doubled. So technological growth is exponential. It's not a linear growth. So you might think in 29th day, I am completely safe. AI is all controlled, but it might happen tomorrow, the very next day, because of the explosion, everything will get changed. It's because of only one day. So this metaphor, he given a very nice way by this lily pad in this particular book, which is written by Kurzweil, and the term first time in computer science, they publicly released as a book form, The Singularity is Near. And after that, if you look back into the history, from 2000 onwards, initially the Moore's law was completely maintained. That means the density of the transistor, every 18 to 24 months, it is getting somehow, doubled roughly. But after that, once a smartphone comes, internet comes in that era, then after that what happened? In 2010, first time the deep learning introduced, in 2012 AlexNet, 2015 ResNet, and then after that AlphaGo, and the massive data processing started at the very beginning. And after that, all of a sudden, in 2020, LLM comes, and then the societal integrity increases. The prediction, they have started predicting that AGI will come in 2030. But as the claim of the Claude, we are already into AGI era. So it's not a prediction, we are into that era. And what about this 30? 30 will be all brain computing interface, quantum computing, and also the self-improvement of AI. But what will happen with human? That is a big question. So AI will actually surplus humans, and it will mostly capture all cognitive. I am again repeating, it will capture all cognitive. Now why I am saying this? In 45, what Kurzweil predicted, that in 45, the human intelligence will be completely fused with AI. That means AI will be not with you, AI will be within you. So that is the difference, with you and within you. So once AI is now with us, but 1945, Kurzweil prediction is AI will be within us. And that day is not too far where basically all the cognitive we will lose. Say for example, calculation. Nowadays, nobody used to do calculation by their memory. No, they simply use calculator. Nobody actually look into the roads by calling someone or speaking with someone. Everybody using GPS. Creativity. Majority of the people are writing any single passage using LLM. Creativity is on stake. Painting, drawing, whatever you will say, you will see always there is something, the cognitive we are surrendering. And by 45, all the human cognitive will be surrendered. And that is very true, because we already lost our thinking capability, our imagination, our computation, our remembering power, everything. So what will happen? The future might be a kind of cyborg. Nobody knows. So if it is a cyborg, then age can be halted, age can be reversed, even age can be, see, your death can be an optional. You may or you may not. So again, it seems like it's a friction, but it's a truly friction until now, but nobody knows what we are actually heading. Anyway, so if you look into this one, if I try to conclude, who will actually align all these things? Only ethics can do the alignment of everything. If you do it properly, ethically, then only this alignment is possible. So everything, once there is a bigger, once there is a smarter thing, we always need such kind of alignment. Try to conclude it. What will be the job opportunity? So in 45, what are the jobs are there? Because many people are actually ask the question, what will be the job opportunity? Like today and tomorrow, new job will be, equal job will be created or not? No, equal job will never be created. But new jobs like data annotation, data cleaning, AI ethicist, maybe some kind of AI human collaboration, and maybe another thing which is very important, that is called the digital well-being, will come into the market. So these are the new job profile might come. And the reality is very harsh. Tata Consultancy, they are claiming 99% of, 95%, almost their AI generated pilot projects are getting failed. So we are still not into that era where we can claim this one. Finally, before concluding, there are a lot of physical, constraint, limitations are there. We all know there is an energy limitation, chief manufacturing bottlenecks are there, heat dissipations are there, carbon footprints is a problematic part. So these things are already there. So might not we are reaching or heading exactly in 1945, but yes, that can be another direction towards the human being. Finally, before concluding, last one more slide. So here AI research is 10% theory, 20% coding, and 70% is data cleaning. So whatever the time we invest, mostly on data cleaning. So real intelligence is actually how to fix the CSV file. That is very crucial. So it's not about big data, it's small data. It's not about only machine learning, it should be always also machine unlearning, because unlearning nowadays is very crucial. Your amnesia of machine or forgetting data of machine, because there are a lot of ethical and legal issues are there. So we need to forget the data. And AI should not only recreate, it should also create, because till date AI only recreate, it never creates. And finally, not only synthetic data, generative AI and only fake data, it should be something like there should be a trade-off, and we need to stop somewhere how much fakeness is good. So we need to stop and think how real is real enough. And these are the two open questions for you. So which can control? Who will control actually? Thank you very much.
For the Prof Day, before it, we can stay in here.
Yeah. Sure.
Professor Day has made outstanding contribution. Please sit and will the question and answer.
Okay.
Before the question and answer, Professor Day has made the outstanding contribution a scientific research, authoring more than 300 research papers published in leading journal and international conference, as well as over 40 books. His research has significantly advanced the field of intelligent computing, medical image analysis, and machine learning application in healthcare. In addition to his research achievement, Professor Day served in numerous editorial and leadership roles within the international scientific community. He is the editor-in-chief of the International Journal of Ambient Computing and Intelligence, associate editor of IEEE Transaction on Technology and Society, and editor of several prestigious book series published by Springer Nature and Elsevier. So, there are questions for the presentation, Prof. Day. If no, I will give you a question, Prof. How does this perspective influence the way we judge human capabilities?
Human capabilities are now, we are actually trying to make the capabilities in stake. What I mentioned, that most of the cognitive we are start losing, we are compromising, we are surrendering. Like say for example, nowadays if there is a technical paper and there is a plagiarism, say if there is a plagiarism percentage 15%, we say yeah, it's good because it's written by human. And if the percentage is 0, then we say, oh, there must be something suspicious because no plagiarism means AI generated. So that means sometimes we need to prove the humanity by faking. So what I'm saying is creativity on stake, remembering stake. I mean memory, working of memory, imagination is also stake. So most of the cognitive we are losing. So human capability, I mean now there is a big question how much we are using or misusing. That is the answer means AI, we should see AI can do many things, but AI can't replicate my character. AI can't, AI can't create. AI only can recreate. So the day when AI will create, the day will be different.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. D. So AI is important in the all the life in the world, right? Thank you, Prof. D, for your inspiring, insightful speech. We truly appreciate your time and valuable insight you share with us today. So everyone, please give applause for Professor D.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. D. Okay. Prof. D, we have a token of appreciation. Prof. Fusion, please come here to give the token of appreciation to Prof. D. Sorry, more standard. Okay. Big applause for the token of appreciation Profusion to Prof. D. Thank you very much. Thank you, Prof. And the next, the keynote speaker is the Prof. Speed Warnans from BINUS University. The title blockchain model for tracking the meat consumption of chicken farms. We now move to our second keynote presentation. Professor Warners is distinguished scholar information system and computer science and currently serves as head of information system concentration of doctoral of computer science program at BINUS Nusantara. He earned this PhD in computer science from the Manchester Metropolitan University, United Kingdom, specializing in data mining and intelligent information system. Today, Prof. Speed will share his insight in a keynote speech entitled Blockchain Model for Tracking the Meat Consumption of Chicken Farms. Please, big applause for the Prof. Speed and be yours.
Right, yep, thank you
Thank
for
you.
the MC. Good morning everyone, Prof. Thank you for giving me time for delivery my working paper with the student. So today, please remember me for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, yeah?
20 minutes for 50 minutes progress for
Okay,
the
right.
presentation.
Sometimes if you want to talk a lot, then you can't remember, yeah. Okay, by the way, today I would like to share our working with the student. This is, the theme is about blockchain, yeah. But we think about the chicken, yeah. If you know the chicken, every day you will have a chicken, yeah. So that's all the idea of the research. If we talk about the chicken, then we will look like, sometimes the customer, they will look at what the chicken they come from, what the farmer that they raise the chicken, something like that. So why we deal with the blockchain model for tracking the chicken farm poultry meat consumption, yeah. So this current research is running by my PhD student named Rudy Cahyadi, student ID 25, yeah, for all 30, yeah. He almost in the last final year for his PhD, and his research about food tracking model with blockchain technology. Yeah. And the supervision is promoter Professor Dr. Meliana as the main supervisor, and me as the first co-promoter, and then we have the second supervisor, second co-promoter, Dr. Richard Wiputra. So that's the idea how we try to express our gratitude to student working. Yeah. And then based on the blockchain, we also have the last experience based on the research by the student. For example, Roma Taufik, yeah. He is from Muhammadiyah Tangerang University, very close from in Jakarta as well. His PhD topic about organic rice supply chain traceability model, and he is the final year as well. So when I try to present this paper, I have some confusing between to choose between the chicken and rice, yeah. But both chicken and rice, they are delicious, yeah. We can eat. And then the last time we have Associate Professor Dr. Sujandi Eskom, yeah, the same as well with the main supervisor with Professor Dr. Meliana. His topic about the blockchain-based supply chain management in automatic component industry development, auto block model. So if you buy a car, then you have to make sure that you buy the component of the car that come from the suitable part. Yeah. And then we have another Eric Fernando, Associate Professor Dr. Eric Fernando Eskom MSc. He is currently with Multimedia Nusantara University, and his research about drug distribution model in the pharmaceutical industry in Indonesia with blockchain technology. So all the idea for his research is about how to look at how they can look at, for example, for the pharmaceutical. Yeah. So if you sick and then you get a drug, you buy the drug, you have to make sure that you buy a drug from the right place. Yeah. So that's the idea from the research run by them. So if we look at the title of our conference today is about healthcare, yeah. But unfortunately, I cannot try to share about the research about the healthcare. Yeah, in Indonesia, it's not easy to share about the healthcare. Yeah, so I prefer to give the explanation regarding with the chicken, yeah, as a food. Yeah. So this is the idea. Yeah, if you know about the chicken farmer, they raise the chicken and then they have the try to contact the poultry transportation, and then they try to slaughterhouse. Yeah, but sometimes the farmer they have their own transportation. Yeah, and then they have the poultry distribution. Yeah, so they have to move from other place to another place. Yeah, particularly in Indonesia or Muslim country, there's some regulation for eating the halal food. Yeah, so the way that the chicken they cut the chicken, yeah, there's a feeling the regulation for the religion of Islam, yeah, something like that. Yeah. So after the distribution, we go to the retail, and then of course the consumer they buy from the retail. Yeah, but in this case, we try to limit the research only the retail. We talk about the nice place to buy a chicken, yeah, rather than traditional market, yeah, because we cannot try to look at these kinds of the idea. So this is the current limitation. Consumer, you know, with chicken farm, they enjoying the meat they have, how they raise the chicken, the health of the chicken, the cleanliness of the chicken keeping area, yeah, with chicken slaughterhouse cut the chicken they eat, yeah, halal or not halal, yeah, which transportation send the chicken meat they bought, yeah. So that's the question come from the consumer, yeah, or the distributor who sell and distribute the chicken meat they eat, yeah. So based on these kinds of the process how to build from chicken farm and sell their chicken meat, yeah. So that we try to propose the blockchain model, yeah. So we put on its the place chicken farm, public and the retail, we put the database, the idea for putting the database and then the application as well, yeah. So let's say we put the consumer on the middle, yeah. We change the transformation, yeah. If we talk about the blockchain, there's some related to the peer-to-peer. So each of the component or the subject, yeah, or yeah, we can say the object for the research, they can communicate each other, yeah. So that's the idea, peer-to-peer, yeah. So chicken farmer, consumer can find out, yeah. So let's say they can have some connection, the retail, poultry, slaughterhouse, yeah. And of course, in our idea, we put the Ministry of Trade, yeah, from the government. So this is something that try to look at, yeah, how they run the meat, yeah. So let's say if we want to make not just only peer-to-peer, and then the next we have the distribute. So let's say we use the equation permutation, P7 equal with 3, so we run the factorial, 7 factorial divided with 7 minus 2 factorial, so we got 4e2 relationship, yeah. So based on the, beside the peer-to-peer, there is some connection, yeah, among the member. So the term in blockchain, they call it distribute. So why we try to collect all the connection between peer-to-peer and all the data, yeah. So let's say from the chicken farmer, they can make connection with the poultry slaughter, or they can report what kind of the meat they have it to the Minister of Trade, yeah, to the poultry distribution, even to the retail, yeah. And then the same from the retail, yeah. They can have connection with chicken farm, so they can know, yeah. When they buy the chicken, they can know which farm that raise the chicken, yeah. Or they can send the selling the chicken, or they buy the chicken and make a report to the Ministry of Trade, yeah. So the same with the poultry transportation, they can know what they should transform from the chicken farmer or poultry slaughterhouse or the retail distributor, or they can make the report to the Ministry of Trade, yeah. The same with poultry slaughterhouse. So we have 4e2 connection, yeah, among peer-to-peer and distribute, yeah. So that we try to look at the application, what kinds of the application that can run. So user, customer, when they use the application, they're using the application from the retail, yeah. So the retail can try to look at the data, save the data, yeah. So that's the application that they have it, yeah. And let's say we try to build the, how many minutes? Oh, 5 minutes. Okay, that's the idea for the data, yeah, for the primary key. And then we can look the primary key, they can change, yeah, from one another, yeah, they can change. All the data will include each of the member. For example, for the chicken farm, yeah, they have a code CF and all, and etc. Yeah, so that's the idea. So this has become the main idea for keeping the data. So let's say, for the example, the customer, they can know which farmer they came from, which of the poultry slaughterhouse, or which of the distributor they sell, yeah. And then also the customer, they can check to the government, yeah, data. So, and then at the end of the day, we can try to apply the double encryption or using public key for make sure for the security. So this is the idea, web-based selling chicken or the chicken delivery. So all the apps should be applied in each of the data. Yeah. So this is the, for example, for the relation for the database. Yeah, we're using the class diagram. So this is the selling. This is the. Oops, there is a problem. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's the idea of the implementation. Yeah, stock product, how we stock, how to sell the data. The green one, they showed how to make a report to the Ministry of Trade. Yeah. So that's the idea for our research about the blockchain on meat. Yeah. Thank you for listening. If you have any question, please. Thank you then.
Okay, big applause for the Prof. Speed. Thank you, Prof. Speed. Okay, I will ask you about your presentation. Okay, Professor Speed Warnars, with more than 3 decades of teaching, research, and academic leadership experience, Professor Warnars has made significant contribution to information system, data analytics, and digital transformation. He has published more than 400 scientific papers and serves actively in numerous international professional organizations, conference, and academic journal. So, there are any question for the presentation, Prof. Speed? If no, I will ask you about what the impact could blockchain have on the future of sustainable poultry farming. Thank you, Prof.
Okay. If you talk about the equation about the sustainability,
yes,
then if we look at in Indonesia, there's a lot of problem with the meat consumption. Yeah, because sometimes there's a toxic meat. Yeah, we don't know exactly when we try to buy the meat, particularly from traditional market. Yeah, sometimes we call it in Indonesia tiran. Yeah, there's exalted chicken meat. Yeah. So that's the idea. We try to look at how the government to control the way to selling the chicken meat and then to distribute among the consumer. Yeah. So the consumer can, the idea of the blockchain to make sure that people become more safety, yeah, regarding anything, regarding with the food, or like the previous research by my student about the component of the car or the medicine as well. So that's the idea. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. Speed. Big applause for the
thank you,
Prof.
Dan.
Speed. Thank you, Prof. Speed Warner, for your wonderful speech. We sincerely appreciate your time and the valuable insight you shared today.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. And please come in here, Prof. Billy, to give a certificate of appreciation to Prof. Speed. In center. Okay, yes. Please take a picture. Okay, thank you, Prof. Billy. Thank you, Prof. Speed. And the next for the keynote speaker is Dr. Yaya Haryadi from BINUS University. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our keynote session, the Dr. Yaya Haryadi BINUS Indonesia. The title is From Learning to Lifelong Careers, Agentic AI for Student and Alumni Career Tracking. Please, Dr. Yaya, the floor is yours. Okay, big applause for the Dr. Yaya.
Okay, distinguished guests, colleagues, and fellow researchers, welcome to BINUS University Campus. Okay, it's a great honor for me to present important topics for the future of our global society. Distinguished guests, colleagues, and fellow researchers, educational institutions currently under growing pressure to keep their learning outcome aligned with rapidly changing labor market. One persistent challenge is the gap between competencies that graduate possess and those expected by employees. Okay, here. Okay, so the motivations of my speech is that currently there is a rapid change in the job market. AI and automated technology has replaced but also created many new jobs. Okay, sorry, maybe I will be here. And then the persistent problem in educational institution is there is a skill mismatch problem, which can be categorized as over qualified, underqualified, field of study mismatch, and skill gaps or missing competency. For that reasons, there is a need of adjustment and continuous career tracking. There is some data recently, this last year presented by Cengage Group that 30% of 30-25 graduates around the world have secured full-time jobs related to their degrees, only 30%. But 26% of graduates are employed in the field unrelated to their degree, and 33% of those graduates are unemployed and actively seeking work. So the problem statement that I'm focusing on career support, that current challenge in many universities are they implemented non-adaptive, non-intelligent system. So basically rule-based and static system that is mostly not involve AI or predictive system. And then no long-term alumni trajectory tracking, meaning that when a student graduates, then it's gone, okay? There is a university lows visibility after student graduates. And then lack of real-time labor market data, meaning that career guidance is often based on outdated informations. And after reliance on static surveys, most universities depend on tracer studies conducted only once a year. And then limited personalization of career guidance, meaning that even university provide career advice, those advice is mostly one size fits all type. There is no personalizations based on capacity or interest of the student. And then low responsiveness to individual career path, meaning that there is less adaptable to evolving student interest. So based on these conditions, then it is imperative to develop an AI-driven system to track career progression, basically to monitor and record individual career development over time, and then to provide personalized recommendation, meaning that the recommendation tailor based on the individual skill, interests, and career goals, and finally support lifelong learning, meaning encourage all students or alumni to continue learning throughout a person's life. Now, we are focusing on how agentic AI can help to address these situations. So I will start with this basic concept of this agentic AI. Agentic AI is basically a system that is capable to act autonomously. Okay, and so AI system is basically a multi-agent system, and it operates independently with minimum human interactions, making decision and taking action based on defined goals. And then goal-driven behavior. So it's different from what we call reactive AI, which only based on prompt that we given. The agentic AI focuses on achieving specific objective rather than simplifying responding to queries or prompts. And then context awareness, the system will understand and adapt to changing situational context over time, learn from interaction. So the system will continuously improve performance by learning from data and feedback from users. And then finally, the planning and reasoning is capable of breaking down complex tasks into smaller steps and executing them strategically. Those are only the main characteristic of agentic AI. Of course, there's more of this characteristic. And why agentic AI for education? Because it potentially can handle complex and long-term trajectory. So in specifically, it supports continuous engagement with student and alumni, personalized career pathways, and it become a proactive system. So the benefits or potential benefit of agentic AI for education, of course, that first of all, it support or make it possible to have personalized learning path, and then data-driven curriculum design. This is for the educational management, and then stronger university-industry linkage. Okay, so what is the implication for an educational institution? Of course, that in general, agentic AI is not just improving existing systems, but reshaping how education is designed and delivered. Okay, and agentic AI make it possible to shift, make it possible for educational institutions to shift to lifelong learning models and competency-based education by enabling continuous feedback and individual development. So this is the life cycle perspective of agentic AI. The ecosystem follows the learner across all stages of life. During the academic life, first of all, maybe it's enroll to university, become an active student, and then graduate and become alumni, but still link up with the university. And by continuous tracking of the agentic AI, make it possible for skill, agentic AI make it possible for university to continuously tracking skill evolutions of the student or alumni, and then also career progression. Now, finally, what we have done in BINUS, BINUS provide support through a research grant for the development of an agentic AI system. Currently, we have developed a prototype, and it's been tested in the BINUS online program or beyond, specifically for providing recommendation in order to reduce the gap between the student capability and the targeted occupation that become target. And then developing an agentic AI system to identify career gaps between current and target career paths to generate personalized recommendation to bridge that gap. And then conducting benchmarking study on machine learning based model for job gap prediction using the ONET basis based pipeline, and preparing research report to be presented at an international conference. This is the proposed system architecture of the agentic AI that we currently develop, but still in the prototype stage in BINUS Online. Consists of data layer, multi-agent layer, and finally user layer, student alumni education. What is important here is that we do not intended to replace human with agentic AI, but try to combine between human and AI. So here we propose that is human in the loop before the result or the recommendation of the system is delivered to users. Okay, so this is the final considerations. Of course, that agentic AI will touch several issues. First of all is data privacy of the student, academics, and then many others involved in this university, and potential bias in AI models because of the bias present in the training data of the LLM models. And transparency of decision is one of the hardest issues because it's very difficult to answer why, to get an answer why the system making decision. Then finally, we need to have human in the loop requirement. Okay, so conclusion, agentic AI has potential to support continuous career tracking for university and personalized education. And the key takeaway is that from on-time education to lifelong learning. So I conclude these presentations by the phrase that learning shouldn't end with graduations. It should grow with every career step guided by intelligent support. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yaya Heriadi, for your insightful presentation. Now, I would like to open the floor, the question. If anyone has a question for our speaker, please raise your hand. Profort, we have a question from Profort.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yaya. This is a very inspiring talk. I would like to link your keynote speech with the issue about in the medical, because in the medical situation, especially in the faculty of medical, the issue is about learning, and they have, for the university, have a problem. I can say issue about facility. How do they able to cope with the issue that you mentioned about the learning itself? Because still, there are some of faculty of medicines a little bit reluctant to use the technology to learn about issue about the health. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please answer, Dr. Yaya.
Thank you for Fort Lumbangau for your questions. All right. In these presentations, in linguistic we call it probably totem proparte. Yeah. So we're talking about educations, but actually what I mean by educations here is not so broad. Okay. But let me try to answer from medical school perspective if you want to adopt agentic AI for career tracking or monitoring. Of course, that during the program to become medical doctors, the student need to be monitored, to be tracked, to be monitored, and to be guided in order that they can finish on time, finish within a specific time. Of course, that we're talking about the gap, the issues between the what the graduate poses and then what the labor market required. Maybe it's not fully applied to medical schools because the curriculum has been well standardized, and I guess I've never heard that the graduate of medical school become looking for job. Yeah, they finally get a job in a hospital or in a clinic. So maybe this kind of idea can be adopted to help the medical school student to finish the study on time. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you. So, any question again? Okay, enough. Okay, thank you, Dr. Yaya. So the AI data especially AI data is important, yes, in the world. So thank you very much of your insightful presentation. It was a highly informative session, and we learned how agentic AI can support lifelong career development by helping educational institutions. So everyone, please give applause to Dr. Yaya. And I will call to Prof. Xiu Wu to give the certification of appreciation. Okay, wait a minute, we'll give the photos. Okay, center. Okay, thank you Prof. Shu and thank you Dr. Yaya. And the next of the keynote session, it's now my great honor to introduce our distinguished opening speaker. Sorry. It's now my great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for today, Professor Valentina Ebalas from Aurel Flashu University of Arad, Romania. Prof. Balas is an internationally renowned researcher and full professor in the Department of Authentic and Applied Software at the Faculty of Engineering. She is widely recognized for her significant contribution to intelligent system, fuzzy control, soft computing, smart sensor, information fusion, and modeling and simulation. Professor Balas has served in numerous leadership positions within international scientific organizations and conferences, and is widely respected for her dedication to fostering interdisciplinary research and global academic cooperation. Today, Professor Balas will present a keynote speech entitled AI or Not AI, Challenges and Opportunities of the Digital Age. Please join me in giving our welcome to Professor Valentina Ebalas. So Professor Valentina Balas, please your speech. Thank you. Professor Valentina Balas, please open camera for your Zoom meeting. Because in here still cannot see your face.
Maybe you can give me permission. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Professor Valentina Balas, can you hear my voice?
Yes. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Prof. Balas, maybe still mute for your conference, for your Zoom meeting. Please open your camera, open your microphone. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear your
Yes.
voice.
But
Can you open
I
your
cannot
camera?
I cannot open my camera. Only microphone from my side. I don't know why. Maybe you will give me permission. Hello?
Okay. Please, you can click present, yes. So you can show your presentation.
So can you see my presentation? It's visible? Yes?
Yes. I can see your
Okay.
presentation.
And also you can hear me.
Yes.
It's okay, even image is not there. I'm so sorry, but it's not depending on me. So first of all, good afternoon to you, good morning here, because it's early morning. And I would like to express my appreciation to the organizing committee for inviting me here in your conference, and especially my deep thanks to Professor Wu and Shifu Qian, my good friends from China and from US, and to other participants, all my greetings. I don't know if Professor Lakmik Jain is also here or online. I send my greetings to him. My presentation from today, it's AI or not AI, challenges and opportunities of the digital age. Next slide. Okay, here it's the idea of the title that started from this joke in Romanian language here. So AI means have in English. In Romania, it's to have. And AI, it's also artificial intelligence, or not having, it's this instrument that we call nai in Romanian. So it's a joke, maybe Romanian can understand very well. But anyway, to have or have not, so exactly my title, this is the question. This is a nice movie, an American movie, Humphrey Bogart, under a novel of Ernest Hemingway. It was made in 1944. It was a very successful movie. So only for this joke of words. Next slide. We will speak about a lot about mathematics in this presentation, and it's only the first part of a presentation. The second is not time to present. So mathematics is cooking everything, and here it's about a paper of a mathematician who was asking, you can see here, it was written in 2025, the title, Mathematics is Undergoing the Biggest Change in Its History. So this mathematician asked himself if it's possible for AI to write a mathematical paper. And the result and the response from this side, it was that about even he was not in a position to understand that this can be possible. He said that around the year 2030, it will be possible for AI to write such a complicated paper in mathematics. Then we know very well about Noam Chomsky and Victor Weisskopf. Noam Chomsky, it's a very known philosopher and linguistic and psychologist. And Victor Weisskopf, he was the director of CERN for a few years and a very good physician. The question is what we are going to cover this semester. And Victor's answer was, it doesn't matter what we cover, it matters what we discover. So it's an interesting response. That's good teaching. It doesn't matter what you cover, it matters how much you develop the capacity to discover. You do that and you are in good shape. So another idea in this dialogue it was that a good professor inspire and keep open attention for a listener. So you must not cover, you must discover and keep attention at high level. Then next slide. The structure of my presentation, it's introduced here. It was only a small introduction. So we will have some light, then AI, what is artificial intelligence, and a few of the tools of the trade. So we will have, as I said, introduction, then here it's in this journal, Time, we know all this journal, and in 2025 everything is happening in the last years, and especially 2025-2026, our year. So in Times it was introduced this picture related to the architects of AI. You can see all big figures, Mark Zuckerberg, recognized for Meta, Lisa Su from this company IMD, that it's important that it's the only company that introduced AI in hardware. Elon Musk for Tesla, Jensen Huang for NVIDIA, Sam Altman, OpenAI, Demis Hassabis for Google DeepMind, Dario Amodei, Anthropic, this company very well known, and Fei-Fei Li, Stanford and Works Laboratories. So these big figures, the person of the year, last year, are introduced in the cover of this journal, Time. Next. Yeah, now I will introduce some Nobel Prize and other important prize in the next three slides. So Nobel Prize in Physics in 2024 were John Hopfield from Princeton and Geoffrey Hinton from University of Toronto for foundational discoveries and inventions that enable machine learning with artificial neural networks. And Nobel Prize in Chemistry, also in 2024, was David Becker from University of Washington for computational protein design, and well-known Demis Hassabis from Google DeepMind, and John Jumper from Google DeepMind again for protein structure prediction. So Demis Hassabis is a very well-known name because he is very good specialist in chemistry, but also in AI, giving a lot of predictions of the future of AI. How will be influenced our future, in good or in bad? Next. So Nobel follow-up Grand Prize in 2024 are Joshua Bengio, Geoffrey Hinton, Yann LeCun, Jensen Huang, Fei-Fei Li, in recognition of their seminal contributions to the advancement of modern machine learning. And the last prize, Queen Elizabeth Prize for Engineering in 2025, last year, for quite same big figures. Joshua Bengio, here is King Charles that offered the prize in the last line. Yann LeCun, Geoffrey Hinton, then here in front Jensen Huang, Fei-Fei Li, Bill Daley, and John Hopfield for seminal contributions to the development of modern machine learning. Now to this interesting emission on TV that we know, Britain Got Talent. We have in each country such competition. You can see here this year a lot of figure made using AI with drones. So it's very interesting that such figures can be seen also in big festivals. But before the festival, here is the Kung Fu Meets Spring, that festival gala robots. If you are looking very attent to my slides, down on my slides you can see links. There are a lot of links you can access and discover also a lot of information. For this reason I put here. I will not insist on the links in the next slides I explained just now, but here accessing the link you can see this cyber real kung fu that was presented with that robots in the year of the horse early in this year. So for the Spring Festival Gala, Drones Galore, also this year, it was about 65,000 drones show, aerial spectacle, and even in this link you can follow it, and there were many, many views. All drones were controlled with AI. Further. This is the hypnosing aerial ballet that is known as a murmuration. You know, and many, many birds are together and they are organized like a swarm group, swarm intelligence is there. They are flying in the same direction, and even in this figure they are organized like a bird. So this action, this activity of birds is known as murmuration. But here to the TED conference in this figure, and also you can see the link down, it's Kevin Slaven. He said that the algorithm shape our world. Kevin said that we are achieving a world designed for algorithms. This is his ideas. You can see the same murmuration activity in the slide that he is presenting. Next one, it's related to Artificial Intelligence Index report for last year. It was appearing this year early in February and is produced by Stanford University Human Center Artificial Intelligence. It's a big report with more than 400 pages, and you can see in this slide some topics that they are discussing on the report. Each such big artificial intelligence with the man in the loop that discover a lot of good things and are related to other disciplines have such reports, and I recommend you to access them and to read to see this very interesting information. Then I will start to show here in this slide some how evolution of AI. I will not insist on the history of game AI. There are many games here introduced along the time, and for few of them I will stop and I will explain a little bit. We know all about Turing test, so AI versus non-AI we are discussing here. So how should we judge if a machine exhibits intelligent behavior? We know about Turing, that was a very important figure in UK, and after publishing in 1950 the article Computing Machinery and Intelligence in the Mind, he was invited to BBC in May 1951 and in January 1952, and there were introduced some questions. Can digital computers think? And also, can automatic calculating machines be said to think? Here it's another image with him, very interesting, with his face in front and also as a profile. It's interesting figure. And down is the imitation game. This movie, it's with this title, in the imitation game, has a central figure, just Turing. So a lot of information you can find by accessing that links. Next slide. I started to discuss about AI in games, and the first victory of a computer over a man, it was in the match with Garry Kasparov against IBM Deep Blue. That was a dedicated computer for chess. And if in one year ago, in 1996, Kasparov beat the computer, in 1997, IBM Deep Blue beat Kasparov. Here it's another observation, very interesting, but again, it's good to see the small movie that is in this link, because you can follow over the years how our computers that were programmed to play chess. There are different computers, of course, along the years, starting from this was in 1985. They were not so competitive, so humans can beat them. But in 1997, it was another result. And what is interesting here, you know that chess players have this coefficient Elo. Elo, it's a coefficient, if you are strong, your coefficient is bigger. So you can see AI and IBM Deep Blue, it was at that time 2,685 to 2,853, and nowadays it's another coefficient for Elo. So at the moment, Deep Blue was the best and was staying on the first position. But after some years, after 2000, other computers came and were more successful in chess play. Here, AI wins big. And what is very interesting to show you in this slide is that you can see Elo for coefficient Elo for a human, it's this white line, but at the moment in 2005, here was a big switch in Elo, growing Elo for computers. So a computer nowadays has an Elo bigger than a human. I will not insist on this slide, you understand. I am keeping my presentation slide by slide, because if I will switch to full screen, maybe my slide will not move and you will not see my presentation. Then going further, we can see this development, the deep learning, and first of all, it's about classification, supervised net to work. It well known also this slide and it's a movie down where you can see how they can made classification for dogs and cats. Next one. Here it's the structure inside with two hidden layers, and for next figure with three hidden layers, how information is circulating there, what you can see, colors, show data, neuron, and weight values. Then another big victory of AI, it was in
Sorry, Prof.
2000.
Valentina, your time is still 3 minutes again.
Okay, I will go very fast.
Okay,
So
thank you.
in the again with Google DeepMind, AlphaGo, Lee Sedol was beaten by the computer. Then this professor, Chris Madison, was in that room. He was participating to the program. Nowadays, he's professor in AI in Toronto. We know also the architecture of AlexNet, now open. Then we know also all about transformers. It was a time when they were very famous, and we can see here how it was the evolution. Then we can see AI systems, how we measure trends in AI. Then again, Turing text, I will skip some slides. Some interesting articles in Nature. Does AI already have human level intelligence or no? And here there are different tools that we are using for AI, LLM especially, ChatGPT, Gemini, Sora, Grammarly, Grok, DeepSeek, and so on. But there are many tools, and Claude also. Here is the performance for closed source and open source. You can see very easy: ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, closed, open, Llama, DeepSeek, Mistral. Then I will continue. In terms of funding, I will finish soon. In funding, you can see a big amount in money that are offered, total funding for AI, but funding for developing LLM is growing day by day. You can see in 2025 is growing this amount. The next slide is related to ChatGPT with this whole family, many possibilities to use ChatGPT is evolving day by day, and how ChatGPT start to be used in education. So we are using nowadays, of course. Here in this slide, it's David Malan, a professor from Harvard. He introduced teaching with AI and introduced also a tutor for students and even for professors for AI. Then for science, we are using nowadays AI a lot for our papers, to correct them, to have some ideas, and so to do science and even to do project research. But everything is related to money. Here is Terence Tao, how the world of mathematics use AI. This is the problem that he discussed here a lot, and there are many slides down. And here it's about an interesting website. It's Tom Gold that produce books for children, such bands with literature and so on. So AI is still developing a lot. And because I discussed too much about mathematics, my last slide is about the day of mathematics, that is Pi Day in 3 March. And I will stop here my presentation. Thank you very much for participating to my conference, and I hope to meet you next time.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Valentina. Yeah. Thank you for Prof. Valentina. So, any question in here? Everyone? Any question? Okay. If so, in here don't have a question, Prof. Valentina. Thank you for your insight. Thank you for presentation. Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you
you
a
so
lot.
much, Prof. Valentina. And the next, okay, we already finished for the keynote speaker, and we will to the lunch break before the parallel session. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you and good afternoon.
As Indonesia moves towards its golden generation in 2045, high-quality educational foundation is essential for the progress of various industries and contributes to the nation's advancement.